Hi, and welcome to this video. Today I have a very special guest. It's the German Barista Champion, Felix Hohlmann. Hi, Felix.
Hi, nice to be here with you.
Yeah, great to have you. And I think a lot of people know you probably from the competition scene or from other places in the coffee world. Maybe you can give a little introduction on who you are and what you are doing in the coffee world.
Yes, so I was born in Germany, in West Germany, next to Cologne.
Yeah.
I'm living in Basel, Switzerland since almost 15 years now.
Yeah.
Starting as a barista, as most of coffee people.
Yeah.
And but then finding my way through competitions to also work in a roastery in Zurich, Hanauer Coffee, for 2 years. And then 2016, I become responsibility for one coffee shop in Basel. And in 2017, I found Kaffeemacher together with my brother Benjamin. And I started our roastery at that day. But today I'm responsible for our 2 coffee shops, which are both based in Basel.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have a background as a barista,
Yes,
in gastronomy, but also in roasting. And what is actually Kaffeemacher doing? What are you doing as a company?
Yes, we at the company are working on the whole coffee chain. That was our goal when we found the company. And we are part owning a small coffee farm in Nicaragua, together with partners. And we also do have a roastery in Basel. We have a coffee school, which is in Basel and in Germany.
Yeah.
So people can come there, learn how to roast, how to taste coffee, how to be a professional barista or be a home barista.
Yeah.
We also do have these 2 coffee shops in Basel. We just opened our own bakery.
Yeah.
And we do have a German and slowly starting an English YouTube channel where we every week publish a video all over coffee themes topics.
Yes.
So we testing small machines, we giving infos about how to make coffee, and we are doing a lot there, and we're sharing a lot what we have learned about coffee in all these other parts of what we're doing.
Yeah, that's something I really like about your company. You're one of the most transparent companies, and you're really deep diving and you're sharing a lot of information also on sustainability, transparency, mostly in German. So maybe people can go to your website and then switch to English in Google Translate, and you will find just a lot of information.
We are working on English versions as well. So
okay,
we just alter our English YouTube channel is starting and growing, or we try to do the videos in both channels.
Okay, that's fantastic. Great. And then you're very active in competitions.
Yes.
You have won so far about 10 medals at championships, including the German Barista Championship gold medal. Can you tell me a little bit why are championships so important for you? Or what benefits do you see for yourself in these championships?
So for me, the competition always have been the best school in coffee. Of course, I've attended a lot of barista classes, roasting classes and everything like this. But for me, these classes are more classes where I get tools in my box.
Yeah.
And I need to use them. And competitions are the best way to use and to learn how to work with one specific coffee.
Yeah.
And how to make this coffee the best tasting coffee possible. And this very concentrated time with one coffee helps to understand me working with coffee much more.
Yeah.
And so I think the first competition was in 2012 or 2013, I'm not really sure. And then it's like a stone starts to roll.
Yeah.
I really like it to also improve myself, because one thing is to understand the rules and to know how to behave in a competition or in this game, like it's a game with rules.
Yeah.
And the other thing is to learn how to understand coffee.
Yeah.
And this also changed my way of also enjoying coffee. So what kind of coffee I'm drinking today and what I have drinking 15 years ago also totally changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, especially when you work in gastronomy, you're doing so many coffees every day. But still, you say with competitions, you learn much more. Or another thing, because you push the boundaries a little bit more. You try to push each coffee to its excellence.
Yeah, and in competitions, or in the training for competitions, you can really deep dive into one coffee. And in working in the coffee shop behind the counter,
Yeah.
you can work on your workflow.
Yeah.
And you can be effective in how to steam milk, how you insert the portafilter and everything like this.
Yeah.
But really working on different recipes. And trying also out things you would never try out because they maybe sound stupid in the first view. So yeah, that is what I like about training for competitions, yes.
Yeah. We will come back to this trying new things a bit later because you brought some new technology also to the Barista Championships, but maybe also sticking to these championships for those people or competitions for those people who are not really doing it practically. At the example of at the German Barista Championship, for example, what are you doing actually there, or why? What are people looking for, or what are they judging then when you go to a Barista Championship?
So in a barista competition, you will be judged by 4 sensory judges, 1 technical judge and 1 head judge.
Yeah.
So you have to serve these 4 sensory judges 1 espresso, 1 milk beverage, and 1 alcohol-free cocktail.
Yeah.
This milk beverage can nowadays also be done with plant milk.
Yeah.
So not exclusively milk beverage.
Yeah.
And they judge you. No, and you tell them everything you do, why you do it, and how this will affect the taste they get.
Yeah.
And they will judge you on that. So how accurate you are describing the final product and the way you came there.
Yeah.
And then there's the technical judge who is the annoying person next to you.
Yeah.
Looking
over your shoulders.
Looking on every dot on the counter and looking if you temp straight and things like that.
Yeah. Okay. So you have to be technically perfect, and then sensory-wise, you have to describe the beverage that you're serving, and then it has to match the sensory, or how is the sensory?
So you're giving a taste description, and then you will be judged on the accuracy of this description, and then they will judge the beverage as its own. Yeah. Is it good or bad?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about the coffees you're bringing to a Barista Championships? At the example of the tools that you've done this year, German Barista Championship, World Barista Championships, what kind of coffee do you bring there?
So it's always a bit of a personal question, what kind of coffee you also like.
Yeah.
So I'm not too much into heavy fermented anaerobic coffees.
Yeah.
They can easily overpowering the flavors of the fermentation. So I'm more into more cleaner coffees, very sweet, very delicate. That's what I'm looking for in a coffee. So for the German Barista Championship, I brought a coffee from Colombia, anaerobic wash geisha. It was super clean, super sweet on the apricot side. So very, very nice. And for the milk beverage, I had a coffee from Nicaragua, which were more fermenty, more heavy, with a very high acidity.
Yeah.
But I choose this coffee with this high acidity because this was matching perfectly with my milk.
Yeah.
I used a very sweet milk, freeze distilled, lactose-free, fresh milk.
Yeah.
So very intense. The milk, as its own, tastes already like vanilla.
Yeah, so crazy.
That was therefore, and for the Worlds, I was happy enough to have a coffee from Panama, from Iris Estate, or 2 different geishas.
Yeah.
One also more on the sweeter, lighter side, and the other one more on the bit more fermented side, but not that heavy. So these were the 2 coffees, the one for milk and the other one for espresso.
But those were also anaerobic fermented geishas. Yes. Yeah. And we have the Link roaster here actually, because I assume you have roasted the coffees on the, I don't really only assume, I know you have roasted the coffees on the Link roaster. Why did you choose this technology?
So, yes, I need to say we roast the coffee on the Link roaster because I was luckily happy enough to have somebody in my team, David, roasted all that coffee I needed for the championships. And we decided to use this roaster because we can roast in very small batches, very precise, and replicate the recipe over and over again. So in the end, I think it was like 4 kilograms.
Yeah.
We roast in 100-gram batches. So quite a lot of time, but in the end it worked out. So
Then you roasted a coffee that let you win the German Barista Championships on this. And David then also won the silver medal, I think, at the German Brewers Cup, the coffee that you roasted on this. And how was actually then the collaboration with the Nucleus team? Because I think they also supported you in the profiles and this.
Yeah, of course, it helped a lot with always having questions like, okay, we roast the coffee with this profile, but the coffee was maybe a bit dry. So how can we improve the roast profile? And then we getting the feedback, maybe you go up with the van speed or choose this profile. Also, like giving suggestions how many days we need to wait after roasting.
Yeah.
So it was very nice. And also the good thing is that Nucleus and Jameson Savage Coffee, they are also know each other quite good. So this was easy to put it together.
Yeah, okay. So they knew the coffee and could help you with the profile. And I think even if they don't know the coffee, some people are sending them samples and they work together on profiles. Okay, nice. And that was something we mentioned a bit before. When you went to the World Barista Championships, you brought something new when it comes to technology or preparation of the coffee. What was that and how did you came up with this idea?
Yes, so in the end I was vibrating my coffee on a vibrating plate. So I put my espresso after extraction on a very small vibrating plate, which normally is used in dentist labors.
Yeah.
I found out that by vibrating the coffee, I can break the peaks of the acidity and make it more sweeter, more softer in the way we perceive the coffee in our mouth. Yes. So it was a very surprising experience what I make there, because I bought this plate to put on my portafilter there, but I wasn't 100% happy about that. Yeah. So I came up with the idea, maybe put it on this plate instead of stirring. Yeah. And it turned out that really this vibrating helps me to improve the flavors, because the small particles in the espresso, they start to clump together, and by vibrating them, you can separate them for a longer time.
Yeah, interesting. And it's funny because I mean, often innovation is coming from a more like academic side, and people are thinking about things that could work, and then they try to bring it to the table. And you had a bit like you came by chance to this technology. And now I think like the Zurich Technology School is also then investigating on what could be the expertise behind.
But this is like something we often saw in world competition, that people come up with new tools, new ways of thinking. Yeah. So when Sasa Sestic started the OCD tool, I don't know, it was 2015 or 2014, I don't remember. And paragons and waste distilled milk and everything like this comes through competition, and which is very nice. And I think we will see a lot of things happening with post-extraction in the next years. So this is a topic just starting also. What kind of cups we're using. All these topics, they will be very exciting for the next years, I think.
Nice. You are actually, because you're giving a lot of workshops and you're working with beginners when it comes to barista, but you're working up to World Barista Championship level. So maybe to give people here a little bit something that they can take back home and then work with, can you share like one tip or recommendation that you know from experience with beginners, with which they can improve their like barista or the coffee they're brewing a lot, and then maybe another tip that then people are in the competition scene could use.
Yeah. So I think for everybody at home, don't make it too complicated.
Yeah.
Because every step you add to your process is a potential way to make something bad with the coffee. So keep it simple. You don't need to have 10, 20 tools to prep your coffee before you brew it. If it either in an espresso machine or in filter coffee, just keep it simple. Have fresh water, which is filtered with a good soft mineral content, and use freshly ground beans.
Yeah.
Freshly means directly before you brew it.
Yeah.
Yes, this too for at home and for competition. I think the most important thing is that you know the rules by heart. If you just starting the competition, try to have a look on how other people doing their presentations, like especially the workflow around the machine, because when you see 3 or 4 videos and they do it all in the more or less the same way, this will be somehow right. And if you come up with the idea which is totally against this, make sure it fits with the rules.
Yeah.
I think also there, don't make it too complicated, because you're very limited in your time you have. So keep it simple, but there on a competition stage, you need to make the simple thing looking big, because it's a stage.
And what is the difference in the experience if you do like a preparation of a competition at home within your place to the competition stage? Is there something you can prepare or for that you're probably not expecting when you're doing it just at home, and that are then totally different on the stage, like the sound or?
Yeah. I mean, of course, when you do trainings, but this is also for competition, or when you go to a stage that you make sure that you have trained with music, and you have the speakers, maybe hear your voice twice, also with the loudspeakers, and compare national championships to world championships. There are a lot of judges, so they mostly wait for you, and you don't have to wait for the judges. So this is a bit more quicker in the flow than what you experience in the national championships.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Hey, thanks a lot, Felix, for sharing all this, your experience, and also thank you to what you're doing together with the Kaffeemacher, your YouTube channels, the information you're sharing on your platforms, the researches you're doing. That's really highly appreciated, and thank you very much for coming. If people want to know more about you or follow you, where can they find more about you?
You can find us on Instagram or YouTube, Kaffeemacher, or me, Felix Hohlmann, on Instagram. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm happy to answer them.
Perfect. Yeah, we will put all the links in the description. If you want to know more about Felix or the Kaffeemacher, if you want to know more about the Link roaster, of course, you also find the link in the description. And other than that, I really have to thank you, Felix, for coming.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
It was really nice. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you want to know more about the Nucleus Link, then click on the link here. You find a lot of information on our website. Also follow our channel, because we're posting a lot about coffee roasting machines, green coffee. And if you have any more questions, then you can always come back to me. I look forward to hearing from you, and you find my contact on roastrebels.com.